born in 1927. I have 2 kids, Robert and Tootsie. I've been married 2 times. My wife, Grace Marie, died in 2003. I am presently married to a lady named Gail. I own small banks and automobile dealerships. My granddaughter Rita helps with the Saints Foundation. I own the Saints and New Orleans Pelicans. Who am I?
Tom Benson.
Tom Benson.
November 3rd, 1912. I died January 29th, 1997. I studied English literature at Tulane University. My parents were Joseph and Rebecca Rickford, and I married Hugh Colmine. I was a famous New Orleans artist who designed the sculptures in front of their crib. Who am I? I was born in the late 1700s, somewhere between 1776 and 1784. Records of my birth are not clear. My brother and I opened a blacksmith shop in New Orleans that was used as a depot for smuggled goods. I helped in the Battle of New Orleans. The governor of Louisiana, William C.C. Claiborne, put a bounty on my head because he felt that I was a threat to the U.S. economy. In return, I put a bounty on his head. There were many conflicting reports on my death. Some say I was killed by other privateers, and some say I died of sickness and would go along. Who am I? Jean Lafitte.
I was born January 26, 1958 in Metairie, Louisiana. I attended the University of New Orleans and dropped out after 1 semester. I did lots of odd jobs, including selling vacuum cleaners before becoming a comedian. In the 1980s, I began touring and became the funniest person in America. I have hosted many award shows, including the Grammy Awards and the Oscars. I also host a popular daytime TV show. Who am I?
Ellen DeGeneres.
I was born in Summerfield, Louisiana on July 24th, 1963. I went to Louisiana Tech University. I was drafted by the Utah Jazz in 1985. My position was power forward. I was on the Dream Team in 1996. My best friend was John Stockton, a point guard for the Utah Jazz. We were both named co-MVPs in 1993. I am a 2-time gold medalist in the Olympics. I was selected to be in the Hall of Fame class of 2010. My nickname was the Mailman because I always delivered. Who am I?
Karl Malone.
Karl Malone.
I was born on April 26, 1785 in the West Indies. My father was a sea captain, and my mother died when I was 6 months old. When I grew up, I got married and had 2 kids named Victor and John. At 35, I took an 8-month trip down the Mississippi River to paint and search for birds. I illustrated life-size portraits of birds in the book called The Birds of America. Who am I? John James Audubon.
I was born on February 18, 1941 in Ponchatoula, Louisiana. I'm 72 years old. I'm known as the Soul Queen of New Orleans. I'm still an active performer today. Some of my popular recordings include It's Raining and Time Is on My Side. Who am I? Irma Thomas.
Born in Galliano, Louisiana, August 1960. I went to Northwestern State University. I have 4 children. My wife is Teresa. I played as a quarterback for the New Orleans Saints from 1985 to 1992. Then I played for the Land Falcons from 1993 to 1996.
My nickname is the Cajun King. Who am I?
Bobby Bear.
I was born on August 4th, 1901, and died on July 6th, 1971. I went to Fisk School for Boys and Colored Waifs Home for Boys for education. I played the cornet and then the trumpet later. I have played in many bands like Kid Ory's Band, Alan's Brass Band, Papa Celestine's Tuxedo Orchestra, Silverleaf Band, Creole Jazz Band, Ollie Powers Syncopators, and Fletcher Henderson's Orchestra. I was one of the best jazz musicians, and I played the song Zippity Doo Dah. I was nicknamed Satchmo. Who am I? Louis Armstrong. Louis Armstrong.
I was born January 6, 1923 in Madisonville, Louisiana. I'm a board member at the New Orleans Museum of Art. I am known as the Queen of Creole Cuisine. I married Edgar Dookie Chase Jr. in 1946. During civil rights, some of the nation's most prominent civil rights leaders gathered at my restaurant to discuss plans to integrate whites-only facilities. If you visit my restaurant, you will still see me cooking in the kitchen today. Who am I? Leah Chase. Leah Chase.
I was born on September 11, 1979 in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I'm an actress and model. I model for fashion magazines. I'm in a Sears commercials. I am in the Luke Bronson Country. I date Mike Isaac, who is a guitarist from the rock band Incubus. Guest star on House, Point Pleasant, Entourage, and CSI Las Vegas. I was in the movie Alvin and the Chipmunks. I starred in CBS television series Harper's Island and 12 Miles of Bad Road. Who am I? Henry Anderson.
I was born July 3rd, 1930. When the other kids went out to play, I wanted to stay and play my clarinet. My dad played drums and violin so loud it made me dizzy. My dad introduced me to jazz. Jazz music was my game and the clarinet was my instrument of choice. In 1997, I was inducted into the Big Band and Jazz Hall of Fame. I received an Emmy for the 1990 Super Bowl pregame music. I gave jazz music a big voice. I was a clarinetist in Dixieland. I played in the Basin Street Blues Band. Who am I? Pete Fountain.
August 16, 1960, New Orleans, Louisiana. My father was a former mayor of New Orleans. My sister is a United States Senator and I have 5 children. I served on the Louisiana House of Representatives for 16 years. I was Lieutenant Governor of Louisiana. I became mayor of New Orleans in 2010. Who am I? Mitch Landrieu.
I was born February 2nd, 1944 in New Orleans. I owned a chain of 800 restaurants by 1980. The weekend before Thanksgiving, I had 9 children, 5 sons, 4 daughters, and 4 wives. The weekend before Thanksgiving, I found out that I had cancer of the saliva glands. The next year, I died March 23rd, 2008. I was crowned Chicken King because I made the best fried chicken named after Popeye Doyle in the movie The French Connection. Who am I?
Al Copeland.
Al Copeland. I'm a large part of African American culture in New Orleans. I am among the most colorful and mysterious persons in New Orleans. I am a big secret during Mardi Gras. My parades date back centuries. My parade is one of the least recognized Mardi Gras traditions. I create a new costume every year. My costumes are hand-beaded and feathered from an original design. Who am I?
Zulu King.
Mardi Gras.
I I was born January 3rd, 1981 in New Orleans, Louisiana. I am the youngest of 3 kids. I went to Newman High School in New Orleans. Then I went to Mississippi State University. I was the #1 draft pick in 2004 to go to the San Diego Chargers. But on April 24th, 2004, I was traded to the New York Giants. I made NFL history in 2006 for being the first NFL starting quarterback to play against my brother, who was the starting quarterback for the Colts. I have won 2 Super Bowls and was chosen to be MVP 2 times. My second child is on the way. Who am I?
Eli Manning.
I was born on September 3rd, 1910 in New Orleans, Louisiana. I married Maurice Hart on August 10th, 1946. I was an actress, singer, and TV personality. My calm to fame was A Night at the Opera. I landed my first leading part in a touring production of the operetta Rio Rita. Everyone remembers me from the TV show To Tell the Truth. I died on April 17, 2007 at the age of 96 in New York. Who am I? Kitty Carlisle. I was born May 1st, 1967. I was born in Delhi, Louisiana. I'm 5'10" in height. I have 3 kids. I'm a singer, writer, and actor. I have sold over 40 million albums. I'm the 3-time Grammy Award winner. I'm married to Faith Hill. Who am I?
My real name is Troy Drews. I live in Tremaine. I play trombone. Who am I? Troubleshooting.
I was born in December 1886. I had 7 children and 2 of them died at birth. I'm married twice. I painted between 5,000 and 10,000 paintings. I did not always have canvas to paint on, so I used old wooden shades, bottles, cardboard, and brown paper bags. Who am I?
Clementine.
September 10, 1794 in New Orleans, Louisiana. I died June 16, 1881 at the age of 86. I was born a free woman of color. I became a hairdresser, and later I became a nurse for the yellow fever epidemic. My grave is in the St. Louis #1 cemetery. I was known as a voodoo priestess. If you ask a favor of me, you must knock 3 times on my grave before asking me for help. After the wish is granted, you return to my grave and mark 3 X's on my crypt. You can leave coins, monkey and cock statues, or voodoo items as a gift. Who am I?
I was born August 26, 1895 in Winfield, Louisiana. My religion is Baptist. I became lieutenant governor in 1936. I then later became governor from 1939 to 1940, 1948 to 1952, and 1956 to 1960. While I was governor, I was committed to a mental hospital. I was elected to Congress in 1960, but died just days later on September 5th. My older brother, Huey P. Long, was also a famous politician. Who am I? Okay, Long.
He left Florida and lived in Holland until the age of 7, when my family moved to New Orleans. I began my cooking career in New Orleans as an apprentice to Chef Daniel Bonneau at the Louis XVI restaurant in 1979. I have lived in the Lakeview neighborhood for 20 years. I opened and operated Spice Incorporated, a specialty food market with takeout food, cooking classes, and artisan bakery from 1997 to 1999, which developed into Wildflower Breads. My first cookbook, Crescent City Cooking, was published to instant acclaim in 2007. I serve as a culinary consultant to HBO's Tremaine. The character Mrs. Desautels from the TV show Trumay was loosely based on me. In the spring of 1990, I opened Bayona in a beautiful 200-year-old Creole cottage in the French Quarter. I opened Mondo, a casual family-style restaurant in Lakeview. Who am I?
Susan Spicer.
Susan Spicer.
I was born on December 2nd, 1981. I have an older brother named Brian, who is 32, and a younger sister named Jamie Lynn, who is 21. Brian, Jamie Lynn, and I are all children of Jamie and Lynn. I began performing on the TV show The All-New Mickey Mouse Club. In January 1999, my song Baby One More Time reached the top of the pop charts. I began appearing as a judge on the popular singing competition show The X Factor. Who am I?
Britney Spears.
Britney Spears.
Born June 22nd, 1962 in New Orleans, Louisiana. I was a 10-time All-Star basketball player. I am also a member of the Basketball Hall of Fame. The NBA named me one of basketball's 50 greatest players in 1996. I won an Olympic gold medal in 1992 as part of the Dream Team. I played for the Portland Trail Blazers from 1983 to 1995 and was traded to the Houston Rockets team and played there from 1995 to 1998. My jersey number was number 22 and I was known as the Glide or Clyde the Glide. I played shooting guard and small forward. I am retired now. Clyde Drexler.
I was born April 15, 1957 in Shreveport, Louisiana. I was the only girl on the boys' high school track team and one of the first women to receive an athletic scholarship. I am one in 4 women in the U.S. history to win 4 gold Olympic medals. I won 14 Olympic medals in all of my 17-year career. In 1997, I was inducted to the National Track and Field Hall of Fame. I was said to be one of the greatest track and field runners ever. Who am I? Evelyn Ashford.
I was born June 5, 1866 and died June 10, 1912. I fell when I was 3 years old and was strapped in a chair for 6 years. I started public school when I was 9 years old. When I was 15, I opened a school in my mother's cottage for girls. I'm a famous teacher and I have many schools named after me. My initials are SVW. Who am I? Sophie B. Rice.
I was born December 29, 1959. I was born in New Orleans, Louisiana. I am a 53-year-old actress. I am also an Academy Award winner. My dad is Arthur Clarkson. My mom is Councilwoman Jackie Clarkson of New Orleans. I went to LSU and Yale University for my drama. Who am I?
Patricia Clarkson.
Patricia Clarkson.
I was born October 4th, 1941. I earned my college degree at San Francisco State College. My first jobs were waitress, cook, and insurance claims examiner. I was named Howard after my father. I changed my name to Ann in first grade. I own many buildings in New Orleans, including St. Elizabeth's Orphanage. My first novel was Interview with the Vampire. It became a motion picture starring Brad Pitt, Kristen Dunst, and Tom Cruise in 1994. Who am I?
Anne Rice.
Anne Rice.
I was born February 26, 1928. I was born in New Orleans, Louisiana. I was known for the rhythm and blues. I found mainstream success in 1955. I describe my songwriting process as taking inspiration from everyday events. The first record was The Fat Man. Who am I? Best album. I was born August 25th, 1990. I live in Louisiana. I play quarterback for the LSU Tigers. I am number 9 on the LSU football team. I was suspended from 4 games at the start of the 2011 season. In 2011, I led the LSU to an undefeated regular season, but then lost to Alabama in the BCS National Championship game.
Jordan Jefferson.
I was born on April 29, 1970.
I am the oldest out of 5 children. I played basketball for Booker T. Washington and Warren Easton High Schools. I am famous for rapping. The Army tank is a symbol of my rap flavor. People know me by my catchphrase. They will say, oh. Who am I?
Master P.
Master P.
I was born on December 15, 1942. I was married in 1964 and had 6 children. I was a teacher before I became a governor. I was the first woman to be elected governor of Louisiana in 2003. I am a Democrat. I was governor during Hurricane Katrina. I would not seek another term as governor. Who am I?
Born on February 8, 1850. I learned French from my great-grandmother. I studied both French and English literature, and I never became very politically active. When I was 11, Madam Charles was I attended Catholic high school. I became a famous author and I published Awakening. Who am I? Kate Shakespeare.
I was born September 29, 1935 in Faraday. I'm 77 years old. I started playing the piano at the age of 9. In 1986, I was elected into the Hall of Fame for rock and roll. My first concert I did was when I was 14. I sing Great Balls of Fire. Who am I?
Jerry Lewis.
Jerry Lewis.
I was born October 29, 1911 in New Orleans. I went to McDonald's number 24. I grew up in the Blackboro section of Uptown New Orleans. In 1956, I appeared in Newport Jazz Festival. In 1954, I signed with Columbia Records. I am one of the best gospel singers of all time. I died January 27, 1972. Who am I?
Mahalia Jackson.
Mahalia Jackson.
I was born in Shreveport, Louisiana, 1949. I collect guns. My nickname is Bo Cephas. I am famous for my country music. I have 20 gold albums, 2 number 1 singles, 13 number 1 albums, and 6 platinum albums. And 5 Entertainer of the Year awards. I wrote a song called Dinosaur as well as a theme song for Monday Night Football. Who am I? Hank Williams Jr. I am a football star. Who cares? I went against the Patriots in the AFC Championship game on January 12, 2007. I was a person who could not win a big one until I won the AFC Championship game on 2009. I used to be on the Colts, but now I am on the Broncos. I am a quarterback. Who am I? I am Peyton Manning. Born on July 13, 1940. I have my own restaurant in downtown New Orleans. I have written 9 cookbooks. I won Restaurant of the Year award in 1983 from the Louisiana State Restaurant Association. I have my own catering business. I am a famous Louisiana chef. Who am I? I was born on September 13, 1969. At age 16, I changed my name. I had a difficult childhood. I am an author, screenwriter, playwright, producer, director, and songwriter. I made many movies. I myself want to like the character Matilda, who will appear in several successful films. I have a new movie sensation now showing in the movie theater. Who am I?
Tyler Perry.
I am Tyler Perry. I was born in Baton Rouge, Louisiana on February 4th, 1988. When I was 12, my family and I moved to Houston and I began training at the World Olympic Gymnastics Academy. I won the Louisiana State Gymnastics title in 1999. In 2003, I was chosen to represent the United States in the 2003 World Championships. I became just the second U.S. woman to win the gold medal in gymnastics. I have gone from an Olympic gymnast to a singer and author. Who am I? Harley Patterson.
I was born March 2nd, 1909 in Gretna, Louisiana. I started with the New York Giants baseball team right out of high school. I hit 511 home runs in my whole career. When I retired after 22 years, I held 27 records. I was elected into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1951. I died in a car accident on November 21st, 1958 in New Orleans. Who am I? I am Melvin Thomas.
I was born August 7, 1927. I was born August 7, 1927 in Marksville, Louisiana. I served 8 years in prison. I was sentenced for 80 limited licenses. I am 50 years older than my wife. I am 84 years old and will be applying for the 5th time. You will see me on TV again soon. Who am I?
I was born on March 22nd, 1976. My zodiac sign is Aries. I'm an actor, producer, and philanthropist. I started acting at a young age. My full name begins with Laura G. I made a big appearance in Legally Blonde. Who am I? I am Reese Witherspoon. I was born September 26, 1933 in Pride, Louisiana, as Dora Smith. I won the title of Miss Baton Rouge. I was Miss New Orleans in 1957. I starred with Elvis Presley and Frankie and Johnny. They made a Barbie doll after me. I played Ellie Mae in Beverly Hillbillies. Who am I? Donna Douglas.
I was born in January 14, 1948, New Orleans, Louisiana. I was a football star at San Diego. I played for the Oakland Raiders and retired in 1974. I played in 2 movies and had played 2 small parts in them. I met with producer Joel Silver and agreed to play an important supporting role in Predator in 1987. Then my big break came when producers Ira Ringler and Robert Chaddock chose me to play Apollo Creed in Rocky. Who am I?
Carl Weathers.
Carl Weathers.
I was born July 9, 1972 in New Orleans, Louisiana. I grew up in Metairie, Louisiana. I played snare and drums. I played jazz, funk, hard rock, blues, alternative rock, and folk rock. My acts are Midnight Disturbers, Street Sweeper Circle Club, DJ Shop, Garage 8 Toys, and I have been playing drums for 36 years. Who am I?
Stan Moore.
I am Stanton. My nickname is Kingfish. I wanted to be president of the United States of America. I was assassinated in Baton Rouge. I was the governor of Louisiana and I was a U.S. Senator. My brother was Earl K. Long. There is a bridge named after me in Jefferson Parish and a street is my name on it. Who am I?
You belong.
Who belong. Thanks for coming. Please join us with our feast.